I want to thank you all today for inviting me back to speak with you again. You are such a great audience. I'd like to begin my speech today with a story. It's not as exciting as Harry Potter or as clever as Dr. Seuss. It's not that kind of story, but it's a bit, well, scratch that, it's a tidbit of a tale that might serve you well in the exact moment of need. It's about the first time I gave a speech to the local leaders of Loudoun County. I was prepared to ask help for our residents with disabilities. People with autism, just like me. I mean, I thought, no brainer, right? So, I stand up in front of this big room with 9 pairs of eyes staring right through me, and I make the most passionate plea for help. I had done my homework. You guys know about the importance of homework. I had written my speech and practiced. Practice does make perfect, right?
Yes.
Not so fast. I didn't get my wish. Out of 9 votes, I didn't get a single vote. Not a one. Most people thought I had lost. They thought this would be a quick end to a very short story. But far from it. What many consider a failure became my greatest success because of or in spite of my autism. I don't know, and it doesn't matter. But that single night gave me the gift of purpose and what I hope will become my life's work. I became more determined than ever to create change for people with disabilities. I often think back on that single night. Would a victory have provided me the kind of determination I have now? I'm not so sure. There are many folks with disabilities that have persevered to make a difference. I want to become one of those people. These individuals have become an enormous inspiration to me. And I'd like to give you just a sliver of their stories. At 2 years old, Jacob Barnett did not speak. Doctors diagnosed Jacob with severe autism and said he would never be able to read. How wrong they were. By 10 years old, Jacob attended college where he studied advanced math and science. Fast forward, Jacob Barnett is now 20 years old. The very understanding of our universe has grown because of him. The complexities of our world have become a little less so because of the amazing mind of Jacob Barnett. Now let's talk fashion. Those are a few words I never thought I'd hear myself say. Madeline Stewart is a 22-year-old fashion model that has graced the pages of Vogue, New York Times, Elle, and Marie Claire. Madeline is a fashion model with Down syndrome. It is not the fancy dresses or the elegant jewelry or the pretty shoes that make Madeline beautiful. It is not even her fiery red hair. No, it's her inner beauty, that determination to break the barriers that demand to be broken. Keep an eye out for her. One day, she just might run the world. Now, listen up, college basketball fans. Kaylin Bennett will be the first ever Division I college basketball player with autism. Kaylin did not walk until he was 4 years old, and did not speak until he was 7. Now he will hoop it for Kent State! But what is most impressive about Kaylin is not what he wants to do on the court, but what he is already doing off the court. He has become a role model for those with a disability and those without. Now, do I think I'm going to be a scientist or a fashion model or a college basketball player? No, and those aren't my goals. Well, perhaps the basketball team. My point is that people with disabilities should not be limited by a label or diagnosis. These inspiring folks are living examples of perseverance. They are proof that we can realize some pretty amazing dreams if given the chance. Special Olympics has become a movement for people with intellectual disabilities, celebrating 50 years this year. Today, it is also a movement by us. The Choose to Include campaign reminds students that when we give others the chance to fulfill their dreams, everyone wins. Every one of you can become an advocate for people with intellectual disabilities. Raise your hands high if you want to choose to include starting today. Your teachers can go to the Get Into It website at specialolympics.org for more information. Thanks to my mentor, Coach Joy, who actually is a scientist, and to all the staff and students at Cardinal Ridge, especially Ms. Colby House. Thank you for your continued support, and happy holidays.